Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of RollPlay Court of Swords. Max, did you get your pop figured out? Nope. All right. Oh, now we just can't even. Oh, now you're muted. Sorry, that's on my end. I thought we couldn't hear you at all. I thought you had ruined it all.
But no, but I don't think I fixed it, as you can hear with those little crackles as I'm talking.
I love those.
Yeah,
pops.
I'm going to try to work on it.
Those snap crackle pops.
Yeah.
Here's
maybe
why that's happening.
equipment that's just garbage.
Yeah,
maybe
I think this is what's happening here, Max. You told me to get this piece of equipment, and I hate it. And now you're using the same piece of equipment, and it's messing up for you.
You hate it? Just you don't know how to use it properly.
There's no
Clearly I don't either.
There's no way to
I'm
use
doing
it. It just
fine.
sounds bad in my headphones. Everything else is fine.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
My cobbled together pawn shop shit still works just great, man. I don't know what you.
Yeah.
Adam's using it too.
I am.
Well, Adam's Canadian, so it likes him better. I don't know. That's all I got. That's all I got. I ain't got nothing else. Zeke, how's the mood? This is the first time I've seen you since. Is it snowing? Can we get a snow check? What's the snow check?
Nope. It's it's a sunny spring day here in Denver, Colorado. Like when I got here, it was snow on the ground. It was cold. And then yesterday it warmed up a little bit, and today it's like a balmy 70 degrees outside. And it's fucking like, and I'm working with a thermostat I'm not familiar with. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to set that. Okay. I go back to it like just an hour ago, and I'm like, fucking what is going on? Am I just like going through menopause or something? And nope. The thermostat is at like 80. And I'm like, what in the fuck? Apparently, like it has times of day.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to work it like solidly yet, so it's still not. I think I might have gotten it, but I'm good. I might be sweating during this. It's not because I'm afraid anybody's gonna die. It's because I am fat and I'm hot.
I get it. It's new tech, man. That's how it goes. Yeah.
But I got two shelves built today.
Ooh.
I've got a new like. This isn't like actually my green screen setup. I had like a spare like backup like one of those fold out ones that you fold it out and it goes
yeah.
It makes itself like real big.
Yep.
I just got one of those, and it's like reason why I don't use it normally is because I have to have it super close to my chair for it to like cover all the background space. So I'm like crunched in here.
I will say it was easier to key. Like it was much easier to key.
Oh, it's all solid. It's all one solid color.
Yeah, it looks great.
I get my new setup with the cool like square, no longer having like the soft boxes, but like the square LEDs.
Yeah.
With like 3,500 lumens or whatever.
You gotta get those lumens.
That's gonna be nice because I'll have the green screen will be way back. It's gonna have a big, huge like draped curtain sheet thing.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that. I did get my desk set up, which it was fun. It was really fun to like have a cobbled together. Like I have like a camping table that's like 2 feet off the ground. And so I streamed from that. So I was like sitting with my knees, like almost up to my shoulders. Just like,
that sounds nightmarish.
Yeah.
That sounds like an affiliate stream. I'm glad you've leveled up to partner level, Zeke. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I just had to wait for shit to get delivered because I didn't want I upgraded my entire like setup, but I have to wait for it to be delivered. Like that other shit is supposed to come here. It's like it's out for delivery before 9 p.m. quote unquote.
Oh.
So
do you get
they'll
same day
drop it off.
delivery there in Denver from Amazon? How's your delivery? Oh, it is. Ooh.
Some stuff.
Ooh. Is that new? What else are you getting? What other new life moments are? How about the delivery process? Can you get any food you want?
Yeah, that is. I mean, the delivery food like menu has expanded exponentially.
I bet.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But then it's far more expensive here in Denver. Like not only like the menu, but like also like the taxes and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Is far more expensive. So something that would cost me like $20 in Montana is costing me like 26, 27 here.
Gotcha. As chat's pointing out, I have to ask about the weed. How's the weed life going?
Oh, it's awesome, man. I'm smoking every pot I can find.
Yeah.
I'm doing the
All the
pot
pots?
all day.
Nice.
Every day.
Nice.
Now, for those of you asking, like, that's one of the first questions. Like, drugs, okay. Weed, not so much.
Okay.
Like, it's never hit me right. Just not for lack of trying either. Like, if you want to see the last time I smoked weed, it was on my birthday on stream. Like, not
nothing
this year, but last year.
Nothing beats that cannabis paranoia, like having 1,000 people watch you get high. That.
Well, I thought if I leaned into it and it was legal, like it would make the experience better. It didn't.
Yeah, that doesn't help. It seems you still have a bad time. Well, cool. I'm glad everything went well. How long? What'd you make the drive in? How long was your drive? Max, we can't hear you.
About 8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I've made
not
the
too bad.
drive several times though. Like,
yeah,
there's 3 drives that anybody in Montana has made at least once, if not a half a dozen times in their lives, and that's Denver, Seattle, and Minneapolis. Like, those are like the 3 places that people go.
Yeah.
But mostly, like, Denver's like the shortest drive to a big city because we're surrounded by nothing. It's Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Idaho, and ain't shit going on in any of those.
Yeah. Yep. Sounds about right. Well, I'm glad everything went well. It sounds like it was a smooth move, as they say in the moving business.
It was a smooth move.
Good.
Yep. I went to American Furniture Warehouse to look at like couches and stuff, and
Yeah.
yeah,
You got to get a
'cause I
sectional.
didn't bring any of that shit down.
This is the most boring conversation. What type of furniture are you going to buy, Z?
I'm just gonna, like, a couch and a love seat
Yeah.
that no one will use.
Yeah. Are you going to get
Just because I feel like I should have it.
Are you going leather or cotton? What are you going for?
Oh God, not leather, cotton for sure.
Yeah. Just because you'll stick to the leather because it's too expensive or what?
Yeah, because
Both? Yes.
both of those things. Yes,
Okay.
both of those things.
Makes sense. Well, cool. I wish you luck in your furniture shopping. I hope everything goes smoothly. Mr. Adam Kolb, what are you snarking about down there? What are you laughing about?
just laughing about furniture chat. It's
Yeah.
great. I didn't realize we'd gotten an IKEA sponsorship, so that's exciting.
I wish, man. That'd be great. Can you imagine? We need to talk. We just need to do a 24/7 IKEA furniture build stream. You just build a piece of furniture every day.
I'll design a role-playing game that incorporates IKEA instructions into it, and we can just play that. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
JP, you don't have a single piece of IKEA furniture. Your shit is like pre-built
do.
and delivered, isn't it?
No, we have some IKEA furniture.
Okay.
These 2 shelves behind my computers are IKEA shelves. And then we have like the quintessential streamer, like 5x5 shelf. We have 2 of those in the house, which are IKEA branded. Yeah, IKEA is great, man. They make great stuff. #ad.
Life hack thing that I learned, like,
Oh God.
in most like furniture stores or whatever, like there's a section where there's clearance items, but they kind of hide them in like a back corner or against the wall somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, don't fall in love right when you get into the store. Like, go to that section because I got some cheap ass shelving that was like, decent quality. No one cares. No one cares. Why am I even
No,
talking
let's
about
keep-
this?
I got a
let's-
life hack for you.
Yeah, I've got a life hack after
Did
this.
you
Go ahead,
know
Adam.
that-
Everyone get a life hack.
Did you
Everyone
know
think
that-
about it. Go ahead, Adam.
Many grocery stores will just throw away recently expired food. And so all you have to do is just go to the grocery store and just dig around in their dumpster and you got yourself some lunch.
That's
Problem
true.
solved, right?
That's true.
Life hacks.
Here's my
Full-blown
life hack.
life hacks.
My life pro tip. If you have an animal that diarrhea is all over the floor, you can actually use kitty litter to sprinkle onto the diarrhea and it'll soak it up. And then you can just pick that up because it clumps together. So it's great. It's good times.
Our janitor would do that with puke,
Yeah, it's great.
sawdust, or something all over it. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yep.
It's fantastic. It's a good time. It's a good time. Max, how serious is your pro tip, Max? You're really thinking hard about it right there. I'm really. Do you want to think about it a little longer, Max? Okay. All right. Yeah, he's gonna continue thinking. We'll get to his life pro tip soon. Adam, how's it going? What's up? I haven't talked to you in 3 hours.
It's good, man.
Feels like forever.
I know.
How are you?
It's been several. That's going good. I saw with a deep-seated sense of envy that you're gonna do that watch party thing on Twitch.
Yeah, I got access to this watch party thing. I'm gonna try to find the worst movie possible, then put that on.
Right. I was super excited when they announced it because I was like, "This is perfect. I love movies. I love talking about movies. I could do like a film club." But I live in Canada, so
you can't.
Fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, it's North America only. Yeah. There's some
Canada's
other restrictions.
Part of North America.
I'm curious because I saw. It's fine though. It's fine. You're not a part of North America. Yeah, I saw this like a couple months back, so I'm curious to see if anything changed.
Yeah. I think it's a cool idea, and I love the idea of like watching something like just Mystery Science Theatering stuff, or like hanging out and like having conversations about films and stuff. So I'm super envious. I'm going to be sticking around after the show to check it out because I want to see how it looks, even if I will maybe never get access to it because of copyright being what it is.
I don't know how it's going to work, only because I think it's just a video player that starts. I don't think I have any sense of interaction except for chat. So I don't know.
Interesting. So it's not like a source that you feed a URL to. It's just like it just plays on your Twitch channel.
And I also think, maybe I shouldn't actually say any of this until I've seen it. So I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm going to stop there.
So stick around.
We're going to figure out how that whole thing works, because if it's the same thing I saw a while back, it'll be interesting.
Well, I am super curious. I will check it out. But yeah, I mean, like you said, we talked like 3 hours ago, so
there's not too much.
I am really excited. I'm gonna toss it to somebody else. I'm really excited about the journey that our friend DansGaming has been on in the last like week or so.
Dan Esquire
It makes me
Gaming.
so happy, Dan, to see how fast you went from like, I wonder what it would be like to DM Dungeons and Dragons, to being like, I have this idea for a universe. Here's a thread about it. Like it was like a day, maybe. Very exciting. So it's been super exciting. Cool watching you tweet about that.
Yeah, it's fun to like create a world like from scratch where you have complete power over everything, top to bottom.
Yeah. It's huge, and it's always really cool watching people kind of like get into that and realize it. And then like you're asking the questions I'm seeing you ask on Twitter about like being a new GM. It's the same questions that everybody asks. It's like there are these things that you'd think that they would just explain them in a book or something somewhere, like some kind of guide for dungeon masters, maybe, but they don't. And so you end up having to be like, how does this work exactly? What should I do? But it's been really excited. I like your ideas, Dan. It seems cool.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna play. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do the thing, Dan.
Yep, I'm gonna host a one shot here on this channel sometime this month.
It'll be on everyone's channel, not just on
everyone's channel. Yeah.
Well, I guess this
will be my first time DMing ever.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Max is super excited. You can tell by his pensive stare there. Max, do your best Zoolander impression.
Still thinking about it.
Okay, that's pretty good, Max. Yeah, he's still thinking about it. The cast is still to be figured out. We'll probably figure it out during the break of the show. So stay tuned for part 2 of Court of Swords today for more information, potentially. Zeke's in. We've got our first member. Huh?
Yeah, I said it on Twitter. We've
got 3 members.
I said it on Twitter. Yeah. I'll say it again now. Like, yes, anything I can do. Like, Dan, if you wanna like sit down and like ask me a bunch of questions about DMing, or if there's anything you get stuck on, or Roll20 stuff, or mechanisms, or anything, I said it. I meant it. Let me help you. I will do anything, because the idea of like seeing somebody, getting to like see somebody GM for the first time, it's always so cool. So. Yeah, man.
And this would be your first time ever GMing, or have you done it like anywhere in the past, like just frivolously?
It'll be my first time ever doing it. Yeah,
dude, I'm excited.
I want to just dive into the deep end, just go for it. Like,
we'd like to talk about XSplit Broadcaster, our new sponsor here for the show. Make sure to check it out. To enable virtual camera output, start XSplit Broadcaster. Thanks very much for that, XSplit. Appreciate it.
XSplit Broadcaster. Why get OBS for free when you can pay for us?
Yeah. You also want to check your signal to make sure it's in range, and please adjust the resolution.
You all so much. I just hate every single one of you.
Oh God, it's always so fun. It's good. Hey Max, I'm gonna put you on the spot here. What? Because you're not doing anything right now. You're not busy at all. You want to be in a one shot with DansGaming sometime this month?
Sure.
Okay, great. We got our cast, easiest casting we've ever done. It's gonna be a great show. We'll have date and time forthcoming. Maybe in part 2, like I said. Well, cool, Dan. What else you been doing? You play any new stuff? You checked out Luigi's Mansion, right? You were sucking and blowing over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion was pretty fun. Yeah, it was. They found a lot of ways to use the suck and blow of the vacuum in many different ways for many different puzzles. It was quite impressive.
It's kind of crazy that like I think
so many jokes.
15 hours. There was a lot of jokes. Yeah. There you can also like saying, "Hey, you need to suck and then blow that guy and then flash him." That's all actual in-game vernacular. That's not just me being crude.
Suck on these balls and yank them to open the door.
Yep. That's all. It's a real strategy. I mean, 15-hour games and
works.
Like the only part that sucked is when you had to backtrack. I felt because it was kind of the same thing. But that's
that cat, that annoying cat.
The damn fucking cat. Yeah. But
not fun, but most of it was great. Yeah.
It was good. Yeah. All the levels were super interesting and unique, and they never really like did the same thing twice, except for those backtracking things.
The bosses were pretty cool. They had a lot of cool bosses. Some of them were frustrating because of the controls, but most it was pretty fun. I liked it.
Yeah. Did you like that water guy? That guy was a pain in the ass.
The water guy made me rage. That was not fun.
He was the worst.
That was controls of that were just horrible.
He was the worst boss by far. Anything else you've been checking out?
Planet Zoo came out today.
How was that?
Played the beta. They optimized a lot more since the beta, but if you like building games and if you liked Zoo Tycoon back in the day, like this is going to hit all those spots for you. It's in the Planet Coaster engine, so it's got all the controls and the ability to import other people's creations into your game if you're not very creative with making little buildings and stuff. But yeah, it's super fun if you're into those kind of builder tycoon games.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's a lot of depth to it.
What where are you at with Death Stranding? How are you feeling right now? Are you excited for Friday? Are you dreading it?
It's just a game that like we're not going to know anything about it until we play it. Like it's not a game
if you like it. Yeah.
Yeah, like you just have to play it and see if you like it because it's not going to click with everyone because
that's kind of where I'm at.
I'm so excited about this stupid game finally coming out. Like I can't wait. And you know what? Like it's such a nice position to be in because it doesn't matter if it's good or bad or if it's fun or not fun. Like it's a media spectacle at this point. So all I have to do is turn it on and just let it happen to me. Like it's not even, I don't even care. I have no investment in it being good. If it's terrible, I'm sure it'll still be entertaining. I'll still be able to get to the end of it and be like, well, that definitely happened to me. So as long as it's not boring, which that's the only concern, right? Sometimes that happens, right? Where like, you know, if it's boring in the way that like a Tarkovsky movie is boring, that's fine. But if it's boring in a like you're trying to be interesting and you failed way, then I hope Hideo Kojima just doesn't get to make another video game. Like, I hope.
Did you like Gone Home
or whatever? Yes,
Gone Home.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
You might like it then.
The thing about Gone Home though is that it knows not to overstay its welcome. Where I think Death Stranding is going to be like,
well, Death Stranding will keep you around for
80 hours.
It's 50 to 60 hours if you
50, 60,
focus. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. I don't even care if it's going to be good or not.
Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be interesting. We'll be, I guess, actually talking about it next week instead of thinking it's just going to be interesting. Well, cool. Apart from that, Dan, I assume you're just preparing for your one. How much time are you putting into your one shot each night? Where are we at right now?
Right now, I'm just building the world so that I can build a story within the world. So I'm just like getting the big picture stuff, like gods and major cities, and before I like pick an area, and this is going to be where our little story will be in the world.
Yeah.
Are you thinking that this is going to be like a one shot into a running thing? I'm curious because if you're building like gods and worlds and shit, like they're barely going to be touched on in one shot.
Yeah, like this is going to be like my test to see if I like it, and if I like it in the world, then maybe do a campaign with it at some point.
Yeah.
Hey, I got nothing but time, baby.
World building's a tricky thing, because you like you want to build enough big stuff to have context, so that if a player is like, I want to play a cleric, are there like gods of like, what are the gods like? And you can have kind of a general idea. So big stuff will give you enough to kind of like inspire you for the smaller stuff. And then yeah, for a one shot especially, you literally need like one place, one thing going on, one adversary, and then just be like, go. We only have 4 hours. So there's not a lot of room for like, this isn't a Song of Ice and Fire. This is, we're gonna get this done, see what happens.
Well, and like I said, like I replied to your tweet, like one battle can take up a long fucking time. Like even if you like one battle is plenty for a one shot. Like I tried to sneak 2 in there along with some devious shit. Like I was like, oh fuck, we're gonna have another one, JP. I'm sorry.
That's right. That's actually how that ended. Yeah. You really twisted my arm to just get a second piece of content.
Well, I thought I picked the people on the show like good enough that it would be like, you know,
it was fine.
Kind of a draw.
It was good. I was into it. So, well, cool. We'll have more details on your one shot, and I look forward to. I think we all do look forward to exploring that world whenever that comes to fruition. So, Max, how's it going over there?
Dan, can I be a vampire? Dan, can I start at level 5?
Whoa.
Dan,
whoa.
Dan, can I?
Whoa.
Dan, I downloaded this custom class from the internet, and the forum says it's OP, but can I play it anyway?
Adam.
Come on.
Adam, no.
There you go.
Oh man.
You just got to find the nearest newspaper and just keep hitting Adam in the head until he stops. That's how it works.
Yeah.
That's how those Canadians operate. Max, what's it like over there in Blip Land?
I don't know. I think it's okay. And then I don't know why the fuck this is happening now, but
sounds fun.
It seems you're gonna hear see right there.
Oh my
comes in
God.
Waves.
What?
Stop jiggling stop jiggling the
it sounds like somebody's chewing on a scarecrow. What are you saying, Max?
I'm a bit loud apparently too.
I gotta
know
adjust
why
that.
I'm a bit loud. Don't adjust anything.
All right. I'll just not touch it. Okay. You're back at 85. 85 gain on Max. We're holding.
Am I okay now, level wise?
Sure, yeah. Sounds good.
Chat, does it sound better now?
They're good. It's still blipping and blopping.
You're gonna still hear little blips and shit. It's fucking horrible, but
it's fine.
I don't know why.
That's what happens.
I hated it so much.
How's that Red Dead on PC, Max? I've been hearing it's ass.
A lot of people were having issues with it, but I didn't really have that many issues with it.
Yeah?
I had like one crash, and then there was some like weird texture stuff that was going on. Like some things were still kind of loading in when I was doing a bounty thing, and you're like turning in the guy, the thing, and like the police officer's like desk popped in as it like it goes to the scene, and then he's like sitting there, and then all of a sudden, boop, there's a desk. I'm like, oh, okay. And there was an area in the legendary bounty, you go in like this kind of like warehouse yard or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to like wait there for an ambush that they're setting up. Because it's like the Cornwall, whatever the hell, isn't it? Leviticus Cornwall, like the big oil tycoon. It's one of his places. So you're supposed to help him as a hired bounty hunter to lure in these ladies that are like constantly fucking up his shit. And then when I went inside the actual warehouse, there's just no textures on the walls and the floor. I could see through it. I was like, okay,
nice.
But I mean, it's running good. It's still a little rough around the edges, I'd say. It still looks good. Like that's speaking as somebody who just got a new PC running like a 2080, like, top of the line kind of shit. So I can't speak to everybody else's. I think it's definitely like,
well, look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants over there living in the high society. Must be nice.
I've had the shittiest of pants, okay? Well, not the shittiest of pants.
Did you shit your pants, Max? What's going on?
You don't know how shitty my pants can be,
You
JP.
don't know how they can get.
Oh, God. Look,
I eat
Max,
pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
Mexican over here.
The past 2 days, as Willie Nelson once said, shit was always on my mind, okay? I've just been around it my entire life, the past 48 hours, so I get you. All right, I know the shitty pants life.
Lest we forget, Ryuji from Persona 5 asks the important question, how much more shitty can this asshole get?
That's true. That is true. You got to be careful. You got to watch out. You got to watch out. So, yeah, it's apart from that, is it still the same thing? Did they add anything else to that game, Max? Or is it still Red Dead Online?
It seems like it's mainly Red Dead Online. Actually, right now, it seems like they have less in the sense there's no Outlaws Pass that you can buy.
Okay.
Like in console, you're able to buy this thing called the Outlaws Pass and you get some extra stuff and whatever. That's not available.
Okay.
Although, and I can't speak to if this is new with the PC port or not, but there's like some random story mission stuff that you can stumble across that I didn't play before. That could just be because I didn't play them, but I don't know. There might be some new stuff too. There were some rumors that eventually is coming the Rockstar like video editor.
Yeah.
For it, which would be really great, especially for me. That's all I've wanted from them. I feel like they'll eventually do it because it's kind of a why not. I just don't think it's a priority for them, like on the opening day of port. You know?
Yeah.
So it's cool though. The nice thing is it's just accessible for streaming. Like instead of trying to get my buddies together to like, hey, you guys want to do some Red Dead and hook up your Xboxes and run that shit. It's like, we'll just boot it up on the launcher.
Mm-hmm.
So, it'll be cool. It looks good though. It looks nice when it's running well.
It's fucked up that the entire reason I want to buy it is just to see how good it looks and then never play it again.
Well,
like I have no interest in playing the game. I just want to see how good it looks and then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're gonna get money
Boot it
out
up,
of me.
run around, nod seriously. I got a good computer.
I
Turn
did
it
that
off
with a
and
game
play.
last night. I fucking booted. Oh, that looks cool. Anyways, let's go back to Final Fantasy 14. that's all I've been doing. So yeah.
Test this powerhouse PC with Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Is there any RTX in GTA or GTA? Geez, in Red Dead?
I don't know.
I figured they would have utilized it.
Maybe. There could be. There's a lot of settings for graphics, and I'm not going to pretend to understand everything that I'm looking at.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
I understand most.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, what's dumb too is a lot of times one game will call one graphic option one thing, and then another game will call it something completely different. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
But they just word the descriptor for that specific setting differently. And you're like, what the fuck is this thing? But
that's how it goes. My favorite is chromatic aberration. Do you like a chromatic aberration on or off?
I love a chromatic aberration.
They just make up words for these fucking things, Max. It means nothing.
Chromatic aberration's a real thing. What are
No,
you
it
talking
doesn't,
about?
Adam. Maybe in Canada.
It's
Canada.
That's how you pronounce it.
Don't make me
chromatic
crackle at you.
aberration. Chromatic aberration is a fringe of color around objects when you look at them through a certain type of lens. It's generally considered to be like a bad thing. Like if a lens has a lot of chromatic aberration, then it's bad. So the only reason they would include chromatic aberration as an option is if they wanted the game to look like you were looking at it through a not very good camera, which is like, I guess, an aesthetic. But it's totally a thing. It's a real thing.
All right.
Well,
Adam,
according to the Monstrous Manual, chromatic aberration
Uh-huh.
is a challenge rating 3 monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. It's what happens when you take Tiamat and dissolve her in ooze. But yes, yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
I was
Today
thinking
I
about
learned.
this whole chromatic aberration thing is funny that it came up because I was thinking about this. The only and maybe the most like me complaint I've had about the Outer Worlds so far, the only major complaint is that when you look at a light source, the lens flare is like pentagon or hexagon shaped, which if you were looking at it with human eyeballs would never happen because our retinas are circular.
Maybe you're not.
So
a
now
human.
every time I see it, I can't unsee it. The
Have you
lens flare
finished
is
that
the wrong
game?
shape.
Adam, have you finished
Drives
that
me
game?
crazy.
I mean,
I'm almost done.
you're spoiling
almost
yourself with that comment, you know?
And that's the thing, right? Is like, that was when I saw it, I was like, is this a mistake? Or, but you'd still be able to tell. Like, you'd see it. If you looked at somebody's eyes, it would have to be a hexagon shape for it to make that kind of flare.
Yeah. I guess they do have a third
that
person thing in that game for a little while if you go AFK. Max, anything else besides the Red Deads? I know you were playing Luigi's Mansion as well. We were talking
Played
about
Luigi's
that earlier.
Mansion as well.
Yeah, we were talking
enjoyed
about
that.
sucking and blowing. It's
Sucking and
pretty
blowing.
fun.
You don't blow very much sometimes, but not mainly
I mean,
sucking.
you could blow pretty hard in that
Sometimes.
game.
You don't know me.
If you hook up to the electrical socket, you can really blow hard later in that game. You know what I'm saying? Did you get to that point?
No, I haven't beaten it. I'm on like floor 7. Fuck you, you stupid crackles! You're gonna drive me insane!
I was laughing a little bit at the crackling, but I was mostly laughing You talking about sucking and blowing and then admitting to JP that you hadn't beaten it,
Yeah.
which was good.
Oh man.
I played with it a little, but I couldn't be bothered to beat it.
Yeah.
Like, I guess.
It's funny. Best part about Luigi's Mansion is you have a Mario button where he just says Mario. There's actually 3 buttons dedicated to him saying Mario in different scary voices. It's really good. I'm into it. So, now you're muted, Max. Now you're ruining it. You can't.
Motherfucker! Having a bad day.
Apparently.
I was literally talking like Luigi. I was going, Mario,
Yeah, exactly.
Mario, etc.
Etc. Anything else, Max? You play anything else?
No, I don't think I did.
Okay. I was hoping you'd actually have something because I was going to cut you off with a recap, but instead, I'll just tell you about it and run the recap, see what happened on last week's episode.
Previously on Court of Swords. Maharib continues towards the mountains, alone, racing a storm to arrive at the lair of the Embers of Imix before it arrives. 10 Pillars observes the growing army that Gravedirt is amassing at the former temple, learning that the people of the Riverlands seem truly to believe in the cause of their Mara leader. Berg learns of a library where he might find some information about his mysterious magical equipment, but it's sealed up. With a little application of persuasive force, some weird old man opens the door for Berg and Ramus, but is killed in the process. Poor old guy comes back as a pervy ghost and follows our boys downstairs. Maharib, at the Fortress of the Embers, is reunited with Awut and his sister, a shaman named Vani, who suggests she examine him further. She enters a trance and allows Maharib to speak to an old friend about Bahath, his loss, and what they might do with the fire soul trapped within the sword Maharib no longer wields. He has Awut send a messenger to tell Ramus to prepare the body. Maharib is coming back with a plan. Meanwhile, in a few snippets of unconnected narrative, we see Berg discussing freedom with 10 Pillars, Ramus giving a sermon, and Unname's body being prepared for Maharib's return. Finally, we return to the library. Ramus and Berg find themselves confronted by ghosts of the ancient past, hungry for a little violence on behalf of a jealous Gravedirt.
That's it. We all faded to black, and that was the show. No, Adam, we got to do some goals. I think me and
Yeah, let's make sure everybody has their
Zeke
set of goals here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need one more from Maharib and one from 10 Pillars of Gold.
All right, Zeke, since you're always prepared, why don't you go first?
It's funny that you mentioned that, dude, because I was just like, "Fuck!" I knew it. Like once you said that, I was like, "Oh shit!" Which one did I get last time? Like I earned that one.
I can't remember your accomplishments.
Was it-
Roll the recap one more time. Here we go.
No.
Maharib continues to.
Did I learn Berg's emotional state?
Yes.
I believe that was
That
the
sounds
one. Yes.
accurate.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. So the 2 goals that I have right now are Broker laying down of arms with Gravedirt with Gravedirt / Necro King. Learn something new about the condition / strength of the opposing army.
Yep.
And the next one will be I think I want to aid Berg in finding the final piece of the
Oh yeah,
Force of the Crackles.
the Emperor Phase set, whatever.
Emperor Phase.
Would I know what it's called?
Yeah. Emperor Phase
yes.
Crackle.
Oh yeah, you know the
Yeah,
legend
you
of
know.
Emperor Faye. He's
We
an old
talked
folk
about it,
hero
I think.
of the Court of
Yeah.
Quinten. You guys had a conversation.
Yeah, you were the one that actually
Yeah,
said
it
it.
turns out, Max, the third piece is a slightly frayed audio cable for which you can get no replacement.
Oh my god.
It comes with a free electronic hum you can't track down.
Ooh.
All right, so aid Berg in finding the third part of Emperor Phase. I'm gonna say I'll just say equipment for now. There's a name for the set, but I don't know what it is yet.
Raiment.
Okay, cool. Yeah, exactly. Raiment, but raiment is like what a priest wears.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a name for like the clothing of like an emperor or a king, but I'll figure it out. Regalia might be the correct word. Yeah, I think regalia is the word I'm looking for.
Got it. Okay.
Okay,
Over find the final piece of the Emperor Phase Regalia. Got it.
perfect. Okay. All right, and then Maharib.
Yeah, I don't. We've got explore the power of the Wicked Edge, find a way to revive unnamed / Amira. And I was workshopping a third one, but I don't know if it's possible because she doesn't have a soul, which is part of the problem to begin with. But I have written down, find out if Amira is at peace with her death. Is that a thing that I can even do without bringing her back?
I'm gonna posit that I think maybe the real goal is make myself feel better about letting Amira die.
Yes.
Because so that like I don't know that you could one of those goals you can accomplish. The other, because she doesn't have a soul, who knows? But you could write a goal that's like find a way to make myself, or like find peace with what happened to Amira or something like that, you know, like find a way to not let it like eat away at you until you are dead, basically.
But would that be the type of thing where after 2 episodes you're like, JP, do you feel like you found peace with Amira dying? And yes, Adam, I'd like the XP. Like,
well, I mean, if you show, but the thing is, if you show Maharib taking action, right? If you like have a funeral for her and you like say some things, and we actually see Maharib like working on it, then yeah, totally.
Okay,
but
that makes sense.
If you think Maharib isn't ready yet and is still trying to like find out what's up, then you could do more investigating. You know that Gravedirt knows lots of things about stuff dying and what have you.
Sure. Okay, then yeah, it's find peace with what happened to Amira. I have some ideas now.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay, well let's I mean the two of you can ponder on that a bit. I'll say this before we get into the dealing with the ghost situation. 10 Pillars, you are like on the grounds, right? And they're below ground, but they're not like so subterranean that if something suitably like loud or obnoxious happens, 10 Pillars and the rest of the camp would probably notice. Alternately, if you want to say you have been like following Berg around surreptitiously, we could have you like sneak in on the scene, like if you follow them down to the library or whatever. But 10 Pillars is around, so.
Looks like Roll20 updated, by the way. So I don't know if we're gonna have any overlays at all here. Also, I'm constantly zoomed in. What is this?
Yes, yeah. So they changed the controls. I think I was reading on that blog. So mouse wheel in and out is zoom now.
Okay.
And then if you click with the mouse wheel, you can drag around like it used to.
Oh, it's a right click. Yeah, it's a right click. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, right click does it too. Yeah, right click will drag and then zoom in and out with the wheel.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So, these vicious ghosts, these ghosts of Court of Swords past, have emerged from the shadows to ostensibly assault you. But before we roll initiative and get into that, over here, lurking around the corner, we see a spooky specter, a see-through, knobbly-boned, pervy-faced old man. As he, with skeletal ghost fingers, peers around the corner and looks in the room like, ooh, what's going on in here? Oh, boy. And he sees the ghost come out. For now, old man Creeper is going to just hide out around the corner and keep an eye on you. But we'll see what happens fight-wise. These ghosts are clearly malevolent. We see them drawing spectral weapons and approaching. And they're definitely going to make some effort to harm or hinder you. So let's have everybody, by which I mean Berg and Ramus, let's have y'all roll.
Everybody.
Everyone's dead.
Everybody in the room.
Except for
We're all
Zeke
down
and
here. Everybody's down here. It's all right. They were what, level 3 or some shit? They're bitches. They suck.
Whoa.
Okay. Good. All right. So, surprising no one, the specter that I will refer to as the Ill Wind, who seems to have been a warrior in life. She draws a scimitar and advances to attack. Now, I think she's quicker than the others. Let me just see. Yeah, she's got a 40-foot movement rate. So she draws her spectral weapon and flies towards you, Berg, passing through the rubble of the statuary in the middle of the temple here.
That's neat.
Just
ignore
floats
terrain.
through
Awesome.
and
I
comes
make
towards you,
such
swinging
badass
her
characters,
sword.
just destroying
Yeah,
Berg the Undying.
so-
It's incredible.
So she gets to, let's see, she's gonna make an attack.
What was this character's name again?
Zephyra.
Vera. Yeah. Okay, so what's her first attack? She gets a 20.
Yep.
Sounds
okay,
like what I would
good.
do.
And you take 16 necrotic damage
Oh my god, I hit so hard.
Oh, shut
as
up.
her icy ghost sword passes through you. And yeah, there's no clear evidence that it like hurts you like physically at all. Like it just passes through you, but you feel this chill, this pain wash over you in its wake. So she attacks you with the sword. And then I think that is it. Okay. All right, Berg, you may go. What would you like to do?
Hey Max, don't fart. All right, jeez. Come on now. This is a serious show.
I use crackle.
It's not very effective.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
Jesus. Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Well, he is gassy.
He is gassy, you know. He's just living up to the name. This is all part of the.
And there is
might
an
as well
ill wind in the
brand.
room.
It's true.
There is, yes,
Rage.
exactly. An ill wind is blowing.
I will rage and attack Spectre in front of me.
Okay, so you're going to use your bonus action to fly into a rage.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I don't have time to light up the thing right now. I'd rather just try to.
Yeah, right.
make
You get
damage.
one or the other on your first turn.
Even though I'm pretty sure
Okay.
most of the damage that's going to be hitting me is not going to be able to be halved because it seems like it's necrotic and whatever the hell. Else,
they
but,
do mostly necrotic. Yeah, they're ghosts.
but so it might have been better to have the light up hammer. Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Let's do first attack. Pretty good attack.
Nice. Yep.
Pretty good hit.
It is. Yes. Okay. So go ahead and roll your damage there. So we got 15 bludgeoning damage. Okay. And then you want to roll your 1d6 plus 6.
Yep.
Do that.
Hit it too.
Second attack. Okay.
Nice roll.
First. Okay. And then you get a second attack. So your first swing, as you expected.
I was gonna say, how does it-
the physical force of the hammer doesn't seem to do that much. Like it does have some impact. You can see you stir up her ectoplasmic form or whatever as you swing through her. But the radiant damage is what really does the trick.
It's the fact that
so
it's
as
still
you pass through it.
Mechanic wise, it's a
glowing-
magic weapon, so it does some damage. But since it's not utilizing the radiant damage, it's not really.
Yeah, the radiant
Really
damage
good.
is doing full. The other stuff doesn't seem to be doing as much.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's a d6 plus what, half your level? So I think it's plus
Half my
7.
level, which would be 7. Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
Yep.
But
Yeah, that's right. Okay. You want to take another swing?
yeah, I'll take another swing. Hip hoop.
You miss.
Ah.
Yeah, your second swing, she dodges to the side. The hammer swings in the empty air.
Too slow, Birds.
Shut up.
Meaning, unless you want to move, it is your turn, Ramus.
Okay. Let's see. I take one step forward to be next to the body, and then I say, "Begone, spirits!" and cast channel turn undead on all the ghosts.
Okay.
That's it. Job done. Fight's over.
They have to do a DC 19 Wisdom save or be feared.
Dan, would you say that Luigi was a cleric?
Of what, Mario? Like,
I mean,
I think the mushroom kingdom is a godless place. Like the
Yeah.
gods do not look upon
Yeah.
that cursed realm.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Except maybe
Touche.
Zugatoy. Okay, so you call on the power of harmony to dispel these creatures, but your power has no hold over them down here. You feel the waves of righteous energy wash over you, and these ghosts seem to simply ignore it. It passes through them.
Okay, then I will. I'll use my bonus
Particularly,
action.
this ghost, the dwarven ghost, looks at you with a sneer of contempt on his face, like, "How dare you? How dare you even try that?"
I will use my bonus action to summon a spiritual weapon
Yeah.
next to the one that Berg will just hit. Zafira.
Yeah. Let me grab you a spiritual weapon here. And then you get a free attack with it, right?
Yeah. Okay. I crit
Ooh.
or
Nice.
12 force damage.
Excellent. Okay, cool. And I don't think. Yeah, it seems to have its normal effect. So yeah, the hammer appears, strikes the ghost, and there is a burst of force. And yeah, she turns again as if affronted by your daring to attack her. Cool. Okay, so this lithe flame-like creature skulks
beige
around
Bellamy.
behind you, Berg, and draws from his half cape, his cloak, a pair of razor sharp knives made out of some kind of ghost matter, and
Whatever.
then commences to stabbing you in the back with them.
Yeah, is he gonna make a big long
So,
speech about things and then die like a bitch too? Is he gonna do that?
No,
he
he's-
doesn't say anything.
you
Actually,
gotta-
none of them seem
Yeah.
capable of speaking.
You have to wait till the other two party
Um,
members are close to death, and then he's just gonna leave. So
That's true. He does that too. That's his
Wow.
plan B move set.
Once you kill the other two ghosts, this one will just fuck off and die on his own somewhere else, I guess. Or-
that's-
all right.
It was the right call. It was the right call. I came back.
So he's got his first attack. He's got advantage. So here's the first guy. Gets 21. Okay, and then you're gonna take 15 necrotic, and then another. Hang on. And then so take the normal 15, and then you're gonna half the next number I tell you. Just give me a second to figure out what that number is. Here we go. Okay. All right. You take 22 piercing damage, rounded, cut in half by your ability, down to 11.
So 11.
Okay, and then here's the second attack. Is an 18 a hit?
Yep.
It is? Okay.
Way to go,
Okay, so that one you only take 5 necrotic.
5 necrotic. Okay.
Okay, and then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, fun. Oh, that's actually higher on mine. Shit.
Okay. All right. I will. Oh, and sorry, make one more too.
Another Constitution.
Yeah, one for each hit. Sorry.
They both seem like
Cool. Okay. All right, that's that one. And then the last of the apparitions, the one that was staring at you, Ramus, with disgust, draws forth a holy symbol, though spectral and hard to perceive, draws a holy symbol up out of his garb, and is going to cast a spell, I think. Let's see. Yeah. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please, Ramus.
19.
And he's gonna just target you. 19. Okay. All right. So you're gonna take half damage. All right. So this is fire damage. So you take 6 of that, and then another 14 in radiant, and it's half both of those. So yeah, a column of ghostly white fire springs up around you, just like bursts towards the ceiling. Doesn't burn any of the books. Doesn't affect the floor. You don't see any scorch marks, but you feel it. You feel the white hot fire kind of like rip through you. Cool. Leading back to the beginning of the turn. Berg, you got an attack coming in from your scimitar wielding friend here. Yeah, she needs to keep fighting you so that her friend gets the bonuses. Okay, so here we go.
I'm aware. I
Frequency
remember.
spell too.
I remember Velimir.
This is a pretty easy episode, Hazy.
Hey, as long as I'm not in there, getting power word killed, I'm good.
Right. Okay. All right. So let's see. Yeah, she's gonna cast a spell too. She's not gonna attack. It's so 15-foot radius. She conjures spirit guardians. So from her, a howling tornado of spectral energy springs up and starts to swirl around. And now she has the spirit guardian spell up, and that is her turn. Spirit guardians last like forever, right? 10 minutes.
It's like 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Berg, it's your turn. So you need to make a saving throw against these spirit guardians. And it is a wisdom save, I want to say. Yeah, wisdom saving throw, please, Berg.
Of course it is.
Okay. All right. So her spell DC is 16. So you make the save. So you're going to take half damage, which is 3d8 radiant. Cut it in half. Okay. All right. So you're going to take 6 damage.
Okay. I am going to light it up.
Okay. All right.
It hath
So you
been lit.
ignite your hammer. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I will attack.
Okay.
Bang.
And you're attacking the warrior?
Her, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't
All
want
right.
these spirit
Yeah, she
guardians.
parries your first attack.
All right, yeah, she's like got a crazy high AC.
Yes. Yeah, her AC is
Again. Gotcha that time.
that's definitely a hit. There you go. All right. So 14, 15, 16, 17 bashing damage. And then 1d6 plus 7. And then another 5 also. So just roll a d6 plus 7. I'll do the math for you and take it away.
I also want to roll an extra damage die. Use my thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Is it just D8?
Yeah, just another d6.
Another D8 or D6?
Or a d8, yeah, because you have
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
you
no,
have
it's
no, it's d6s for all of your radiant stuff. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Because you're not doing another bashing damage, you're using the radiant die. All right, cool. Another 4. Got it. You want to make your... Oh, that was your second attack. All right. Anything else? You're just going to stay where you are.
I will also...
You used your
Is the
bonus
ghost-
action. You made your attack.
The bonus action was the lit thing, yeah, so I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Never
I
mind.
think you're...
It don't matter.
Does the ghost have to concentrate on spirit guardians?
I don't...
Yeah.
I don't...
That was a question I was
think
gonna
so.
ask
The
too,
spell...
'cause-
Some of them have innate spells, and some of them have... But they're all still concentration. So yeah, let me roll.
I was assuming there was still concentration. That's why I was attacking.
No, it is. Yeah.
Warrior.
You're right. Even if it's an innate spell, it didn't occur to me. Okay. Con save. DC is 11, 15, 20. It's half the damage or 10, whichever is higher, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a DC 14. Let's see. Ah, nice. Yeah, you dispel the spirit guardians.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Good work. Nice. Okay. Dan, go ahead.
Nice.
Your turn, Ramus.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Show them how to cast spells.
I know, just most of mine things are against undead, and they just were like, "Fuck your turn, undead."
Yeah, like meh, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. Well, um. I'm going to do I'll use my other channel divinity to hit them all with radiant damage. I'll use my
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Radiance of the Dawn for 31 DC 19 Constitution save or take half.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. All right. So this guy, I gotta save for these individually now. Let's see. And you said sorry, DC 19.
Yeah, DC 19 Constitution.
Okay, perfect. They all have the same con save. Thank goodness. All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so they all take the full. They'll take the full amount.
31 radiant.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, energy blasts off of you in an arc, in a wave, and all three of the spirits are wounded by the attack.
Hell yes.
And then I will use my bonus action to use spiritual weapon again against her.
Yeah.
Or is 21 enough to hit?
It is just barely.
Okay.
Damn.
She takes
I
another
see.
7 force damage.
Awesome.
And I shall move.
Okay. All right. So, the former Genasi, now Ghost, is gonna go, and it's gonna try to stab Berg a couple more times. So here comes the first attack with advantage. Got a 18.
Oh.
Okay, and you make a con save, Max.
Dude,
Okay.
what are these
All right.
rolls?
Yeah, I know you're rolling so bad on one of your better saves.
Jesus.
You take 16 necrotic.
Okay.
I will say if Berg dies to Velimer, that's pretty. I mean,
All right.
You're gonna die.
And then
You're gonna fish.
here's the sneak attack damage. You half this, so
8.
8. Yeah, 8 piercing total. And then over here, our former cleric, I think is going to, let's maybe use one of these legendary abilities. Can you make a wisdom save, please, Ramus?
Crit.
Ooh, nice.
31.
Okay. All right. So the ghost turns and stares at you, and you feel like there's a source of power and like malevolence that bears down on you for a moment, and then you're able to shake off its effects. And then this ghost is going to move through this pillar over here, over that way. The barbarian ghost, I think it's maybe just going to keep wailing on Berg.
Is the pervy ghost in the turn order at all? Or?
No, he's just watching,
Okay.
like you do when you're a pervy ghost. So here we go. So attack on Berg. Should we use a spell again, or should we just hit you with the sword? I think spells are more.
I just picture him like in the background, like seeing, oh, that was a really nasty hit. You know, like laughing to himself.
Yeah, right. He's just cheering and shaking his little bony skeleton hands. Yeah, okay. She's gonna attack Berg, and then she's gonna use her bonus action. So Berg, here's the attack. I get a
Get out of here with that shit.
15. Okay, so you parry the sword.
Mm-hmm.
And then she is going to, much like Ramus, she is going to conjure a spiritual weapon of her own. So a ghostly scimitar appears right near you, Berg, and then it's gonna take a swing at you. So let me make that attack, and then I'll move the thing in.
The scariest of scimitars, ghostly one.
So yeah, it's not a very scary looking.
It's a spooky
It's the
scimitar.
first one I could find.
That's right.
All right, that's a plus
Scary scimitars.
5 to hit. How much damage does a spiritual weapon do default?
It's 2d8, I think.
I think, yeah, your
No,
level
it's
is
1
2d8.
1d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
Mm.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Does it scale up though with your level or no?
If you use higher level spell slots.
Yeah, if you
make it
cast it as a
Gotcha.
higher level spell, it does. Okay. All right. Yeah. So this ghostly scimitar appears, swings towards you. You duck. It whistles over your head. And now it is your turn, Berg.
Okay, I will smack away at the warrior. That's
Ooh,
great.
nice.
There you go.
This hasn't happened in forever.
Now remember, you get an extra. I think you deal an extra damage die when you crit, right? Because you're
I believe so. There's a lot
All right.
of stuff to it.
Put that big damage on there. Let's see what we do.
Hit.
All right. So 12 plus 7 plus 3. So 22 bludgeoning. And then 7, 8, 9, 10 radiant. And then another D6 plus 7
Plus 7.
radiant. Now, I don't know if you double those.
Let me look at them.
What's that ability called? Because I don't know if it's part of the attack roll or not.
You talking about brutal crit or whatever it is now?
No,
ninth
your extra radiant or necrotic damage. I don't know if it's part of the same attack. I think you double it and then add the.
It sounds like it
Yeah,
works
just we
like
have a
Divine Smite, which
I
is
think
usually
so.
considered
That's
part of
yeah.
attack.
That's what I was thinking. It's just a question of whether it's a bonus to the attack or if it happens after the attack is rolled. Do you have the ability there, Max?
The only ability that I have is brutal critical that I'm seeing, unless you're talking about something else.
I am, yeah. It's one of your.
Is it Orcish Fury?
No.
When you hit one attack.
It says creature that you hit on your turn with weapon attack takes extra damage equal to 1d6 plus your
Perfect. Yeah.
half your barbarian
Okay.
level.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Okay. All right. So in addition, roll 2d6.
Okay,
And
first
add
let me do
7.
the 1d6 plus 7, yeah.
Well, that's what this is. This is
Well,
the
that's what this
2d6
is.
plus
It's
7 is
2d6
the
plus
doubled
7.
radiant. Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So that's another 14 plus another 10. So another 24 radiant. And then your Orcish Fury gives you what? One more d8 of bludgeoning. So roll that for me. Or is it? It might be more if there's. Yeah. Oh, you're 13th level. All right. Give me another d8.
Jesus Christ.
Good God, these rolls.
Okay. So 26 bludgeoning total. All right. 26 bludgeoning and 24 radiant. So let's see here.
Pretty good hit.
And that was just the first hit.
There you go. Okay. Yes, that was just the first hit. Take another swing.
Do we get a total
Back-to-back
on that?
crits. Come on. Woo.
Total was 50 damage flat.
50
Yep,
damage.
that's another hit.
Ooh.
Okay, so another 13, another 10. Okay, that's enough. So you disperse this ghost,
Get the hell out of here.
and she vanishes. So you tear the hammer through her, and she dissipates.
I don't know.
From
she wasn't
sight.
that hard to.
Yeah, well, suddenly
Yeah.
Velimar also dissipates too. You don't know where he's gone. You know, he's
All right, Ramus, it is.
Stop with the inside jokes. I don't get them.
You describe these things as having like a chain coming off of them. Is that something
We
you can
don't
target?
see those. No, you
Okay.
didn't see them when they arrived. Those we've seen, but only kind of off camera.
Okay. I walk over to Berg,
Mhm.
and I say, "All right, my champion, destroy them." And I touch his
Ooh.
his weapon, and it now he can
you
deal.
describe how you touched the weapon?
I grab it firmly in my hand and cusp it, and then
Nice. Nice.
I roll up my sleeves
Mhm.
and
Oh, it's
All
just like real porno music. There's crackling. It's like bad audio. Like great. Oh, sad.
man, he put his
sad
hands on his
Gassy.
hips. He's out. He's out. He's gone. Just
all right,
like
so
Velmir
Ramus,
was.
you conjure holy weapon, and it was already holy, but now it's super holy.
super holy. Yeah.
Yeah, extremely holy. Glowing with 30 feet of. It's brighter than a torch, and it deals an extra 2d8 damage radiant on any hit. You can also use a bonus action to burst the spell and create an AoE. Cool, and that's just a bonus action. Do you want to do anything with your regular action?
And then for my action, I will cast Sacred Flame on
Mm-hmm.
the other little punk over there. So
Which
DC
one are you
19
targeting?
dex hit.
The one that's
rogue.
closest to.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually difficult to get up from that position.
I get a 25.
Okay. Then nothing
What did your
happens,
thing
'cause
do to my
cantrips suck.
what'd you do to my weapon?
Cantrip.
Scroll up in the combat log thing. You can read
Every
the
Yeah,
time
it's
you
a holy
hit
weapon.
with it, you get an extra 2d8 of radiant damage.
Oh hell yeah.
It lasts for an hour.
That's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Okay, so between your turn and this next guy's turn, Ramus, I'm going to use a legendary action. So the ghost, I think this one back here, he reaches out a hand, and his hand was already glowing and see-through, but he pulls as if on like a fishing line or puppet strings, and from the floor rise a handful of ghosts, 3 of them, in fact. 3 lesser spirits rise from the floor around y'all.
Rise from your grave.
There you go. Yes, they do. Except you're not fighting Zeus, which is probably for the best. Let me roll initiative for these little hauntings, and we'll see what happens.
Just in time too for Ghost Velmer to
Halloween?
retain his ability.
okay.
Yes, exactly. That's
Great.
the main
Awesome.
reason that happened. Okay,
Mhm.
and then
Can't
now
Zeus-
that he has
What the hell?
advantage again, the what did I call this one? The Fallen Flame. Yeah, the Fallen Flame is going to lay into you with his knives.
Or like
Here
the
comes-
fallen lame. Am I right?
Here goes
Got
the first
him.
one. 27.
Zeke, I don't own that.
Can you make?
Do you have like
Make
$10
a
billion
make
to
a
pay?
Constitution.
To the prices right
Take
for that
23
soundbite?
necrotic damage and then make a Constitution save.
I couldn't resist. I apologize.
What do you want me to do?
Con save, and then you take 2. They also take 23 necrotic damage.
Oh my god!
All right.
I have a +6. What are these cons?
And yeah, what are they doing? I guess we'll
Great
find
job.
out. Okay.
And then 23 necrotic.
Yes. Yeah. 23 necrotic damage.
So is anyone else
Mhm.
sensing a shift in like bad rolls on good skills? Like I feel like it's
All right,
shifting
and
in
then
feel like it's going somewhere
and then
else,
sneak attack damage. So this is again piercing, so it's halved. So you take another 9 piercing, and then a second attack. The other knife. This time I get with advantage. Ooh, a crit. This is gonna be fun. You take
Not that much damage.
29 necrotic damage.
Well, never mind. That kills
It's
him.
enough to take him down and then bring him back up from Orc Racial and take a swipe at him.
This is a serious question. Not a dig at
before you
Max.
do this, make a Constitution save before you lose your hit points. Then we'll talk about what happens.
When was the last time Max made it through a fight without, or sorry, Berg
Hey, there you go.
made it through the fight without falling? Is that
It's just
So
what he
I didn't
does.
want to. Yeah, I mean it's a D&D character. I didn't want to tell you this before you rolled,
oh god?
but that was a very important Constitution saving throw. All
Oh,
the other ones,
Oh.
those are fine to laugh off. That one was a big deal. You're lucky. Okay,
Whoa.
so you take the necrotic damage. You drop, but you don't actually drop. You're at 1 hit point. You get a free
Smack that
swing
boy.
on Velmir. Yep.
Yeah.
oh. Chat can't see this, but the text says the target dies if its hit points maximum is reduced to 0, which
Oh.
would have been
That
what
is something
happened
that's
to you.
happening. This thing is draining your life. Okay, so you hit for 14, 15, 16, 17 damage, and then another 4 radiant, and then you also, because it's the first hit during the turn. Where are we in the turn order here? No, he is after you in the order, so we haven't reset. You're
Mhm.
actually the top, so you don't get the extra.
But-
Now you do
Yeah.
get an
Plus
extra
2d8.
2d8 from
Yeah.
you get 2d8 from Ramus's ability. So go ahead and roll that.
That's true. Nice. Pretty solid.
All right, another 11. Perfect. Okay. Good. That's his turn. Then the 3 little ones, they are going to harass Ramus, I think, because Ramus, you have about the same armor class. Okay, yeah, they're just going to harass you. So 3 attacks on Ramus. Probably all misses, but we'll see. Miss with a 7, 13, which is a miss, and an 18. There we go. You got 1 hit on you.
Oh, that's a miss because of my ring. I have a DC
Okay.
19, yeah.
Oh, your AC is 19. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. It is. Yep. All right. So just barely misses you. Maybe it is just the magical effects of the ring where it grabs at you, but it hits the magic aura that's around you, protecting you. Cool. All right. So they hassle you a little bit, and then we're back to Baron here. So let's see. He's at a distance. He is going to. Second here. He's going to attack you with some magic, I think. So let's do. Okay. Let me see how this spell works. Berg, I think probably we're going to target you with it. Make a charisma. No, this is going to be fucking weird. Okay.
Oh, boy.
So, Ramus,
Why?
you see the ghost, and this ghost is doing exactly what you would do. Like I think you even know this spell. Like make a religion check. It's not going to matter, but I want to see if you recognize the prayers this person is, because he's a cleric of
Jesus Christ. The
fail.
fuck is going on?
You are so far removed from mainstream religion, you no longer recognize your own prayers. So yeah, like these things don't speak. They make no sound, but you see it touch its holy symbol with one hand, put its hand out, do like a series of hand seals, and then point its hands at Berg. And then Berg, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
I'm going to use inspiration.
Okay. The DC is 16. 16. Yeah. What'd you get?
Oh,
Oh, 15.
One
That's
under.
good with a -2. Okay. So here's what happens. 1 minute, you're down in this moldy basement fighting these ghosts. And the next minute, you're in heaven. So all of a sudden, like, it's just like pop, you disappear from the basement, and then immediately there's just this like massive wash of sound and smell and light and energy, and like your eyes start watering. You can't even really see, but we see behind you the like ivory streets of heaven and like the walls of the various palaces of the Arcana. The infinite city spreads out in all directions. All you can see is your own tears. You're not in any pain necessarily, but it's almost like you are. The closest analogy, I guess, would be like in Total Recall, when Arnold Schwarzenegger leaves he falls out the window or whatever, and he's out on the surface of Mars. It's like that,
Her
but
face
with
getting all puffy and stuff.
it's your soul that gets all puffy. You're being overwhelmed with enlightenment, so you feel like massive spiritual rapture, and as a result are nearly completely paralyzed by it. You are in heaven, and I believe, yeah, you're incapacitated. So that will happen until either the spell ends, I guess, or you die in heaven, or somebody comes to help you. So finishing that spell, the priest, the ghost priest, looks to you, Ramus, and puts his hands out like, "What have you got?" I just got rid of your guy. So Berg, what do you do? I guess like.
I mean, there's nothing really for me to do. I guess I just look around dumbfounded and fucking crying and shit or whatever, trying to deal with this overwhelming heavenly energy that's now piercing my soul.
Okay.
And also somewhat like confused and like, because I've probably seen wherever the hell I am right now. You know,
Yeah,
I
make
could recognize
make
it.
a wisdom save.
Oh, I'm so good at these.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Oh,
Hey,
wow,
19.
look at that. I'm so good at
That's
these.
not bad. So you blink hard, you wipe the tears from your eyes, you look around, and yeah, everything is extremely blown out. The edges of everything you can see are all kind of blurry. It hurts to hold your eyes open. You feel like waves of emotion like washing over you, like a tide. Like at once you feel like suddenly incredibly happy and then massively sad, and like you're just cycling through emotions, but you're able to hold yourself together to like look around. And yeah, I think it's reasonable for you to figure out where you are. And around you, we see the denizens of heaven, right? You've appeared essentially on a sidewalk. And so there are God vehicles moving next to you, right? They're like enormous golden shapes moving the gods around. But there's also foot traffic. So we see like a couple of divine entities. Maybe like one is it has like the body of a human and the head of a tiger, and is wearing like silk made out of tears, walking with its companion, which is an elephant, but it has 3 human heads, and is wearing like a howdah with a monkey sitting in it. And these things, they see you and they look and they kind of like awkwardly step around you. and one of them mutters something in Celestial, assuming you can't understand it, but you can. And he says, the tiger-headed one says like, oh no, you almost stepped in it. What is that, a mortal? And then the other one in one of its 3 voices like, ew, a mortal. Someone call sanitation. And they kind of like, you're getting this foot traffic pass around you. And everybody is just like, yeah, you're being like ignored basically as if you were trash that fell off of someone's shoe.
Damn.
I am trash.
What are you gonna do?
Damn.
I mean, I guess Berg recognizing where he's at, maybe he's just like yelling to them like, someone get Faye. Have him send me back.
And what's great about this is that like your body doesn't work exactly right. So that's what you intend to say, but it comes out like you're like massively drunk, like you slur your words and your volume keeps like warbling up and down. One of the gods like steps in front of some other gods like, oh God, stay away from that thing. They turn around and cross the street. Like, yeah. So you're just kind of like helplessly rubber arm flailing and like roaring at people. And yeah. And they're just kind of like, oh, gross,
for some reason, my
voice,
Berg's voice is crackling too while he does it as a part of the.
Meanwhile, down in the basement, Ramus, what are you going to do?
I am going to use divine intervention to
Okay.
pray that part of harmony is that the elementals are the core of our religion, and heaven has gone astray and needs to be brought back into harmony with the other elementals. So I'm going to pray to the element of fire to burn away these foes from this plane. That'll be my prayer.
Okay.
It's DC 15, right? No.
Nope.
Fuck.
Missed.
It's got to be, yeah, it's between 1 and 15 on a D100. So this would be a good roll if you're going for the other end of the scale.
Yeah.
But yes, you pray for divine intervention for the fire to come and help you. And it does not heed your call, unfortunately. Then you gotta do with your bonus. You got a bonus action. You still got your spiritual hammer or whatever, right?
Bonus action to hit one of the little ghosts, hopefully to kill one of them.
Okay. Yeah.
So for hit the one to the south for 13 force.
Which one? The one here or the one there?
The one south of the hammer. Yeah.
South of the hammer. Okay.
Yeah.
South of the Hammer is my favorite Slayer album. Okay. You dispel it. Yeah. The spiritual weapon smashes it and it disappears, vanishing from sight. Cool. All right. So I'm just gonna put you over in the corner for a second. The lithe form. The lithe form of the nearest ghost leaps towards you, weapons drawn, slashing at you with its ghostly blades.
I'll flash him to give him disadvantage. So he'll just have to make a regular roll.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Regular roll. It's a 17. So it's a miss.
Misses.
Yeah. And then the second attack. And this one's also at advantage. This one's a 20.
Okay. That hits.
Okay, can you make a con save and then take 26 necrotic damage?
Okay. 14.
Okay, all right. So you make the save. So you just take the 26 necrotic. Okay, all right. The remaining smaller ghosts are going to make their attacks on you. Neither of them hit. And the Unhallowed, this guy up here, is going to, let's see. He's just going to Toll the Dead on you. Yeah, he's just Toll the Dead. So it's a wisdom save, I think, right?
Yep.
So wise.
Super wise. Easy.
23.
So wise.
Okay.
Not a big deal.
All right, so you're fine. Okay. Berg, you're shouting for help. I guess make a make a persuasion check. Someone spits on you.
Oh, damn it.
Like you stumble over, you get a 0. You stumble over to like a nearby god who maybe isn't paying attention. He's going to get into a divine cab, and you like grab his robes, like how grab him, and he turns like, my goodness, and pulls his robes away and just like spits in your face and like gets in the cab.
Whose defense is just to spit on someone? What the fuck? That's what I do. Whenever I'm in San Francisco and I see a homeless person, I just spit on them and then get into my Uber.
That's what I do too.
Right?
I've seen him do it.
What the fuck?
I mean, that's very much the thing, right? Is like, yeah, nobody is treating you with any kind of like, oh, you poor thing. They're like, oh, God, what is that? Whose dog left that here? Like, you're,
Well,
they're
all
obviously
very
grossed
busy
out by your
going to
presence.
their heavenly startup meetings that they have to attend.
That's
Yeah. Is that spit
yeah.
heavenly though? Does like Berg get healed to full HP?
Yeah, right. So that's the thing, is that the spit of this deity, as it hits you, it's like holy water, right? Like it just like cascades down your face and just feels like, yeah, there's like, it's all sparkly and yeah, it
HP?
doesn't.
That's what you're saying, right? It gives some
Doesn't
HP
feel
back.
I think
It
you're saying
doesn't heal you.
You
No,
get
it's
full
not
110
healing
HP. It's really weird.
I think it's
They don't
coating me
spit
really with
elixirs.
something that's shielding me from the effects of.
Yeah.
All right, Dan.
You know, if Dan was a
Holy
DM, I
goodness.
think he
Turn.
would get full HP from that. So I guess we have that to look forward to in his
I don't
his one
think
shot.
so. I think Dan is going to be a cruel DM. That's what I think. All right, Dan, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
Okay. The measure.
How long does Banish go for?
It's a while, I think. It's like
Yeah,
minutes.
like a fair bit.
The banishment spell lasts up to a minute.
Yeah, so at least 10
Yeah.
turns.
All right.
Yeah, so it'll last unless
I'm gonna
you,
go
like,
get
interrupt, I believe,
drunk
actions.
in real life just so I can really embody the effects.
But you won't be drunk when you get back. How's that gonna work?
All right.
We'll deal with that when we get there.
Let's see.
Yeah, is banishment concentration, Dan?
Yep.
It is.
It is. Yes.
Oh. Do we know that that's banishment that was cast?
No. I mean, we're all just assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to cast Wall of Light, which they just added to the cleric spell list.
Nice.
So I'm going to cast Wall of Light. Click on it. Big spell. Let's see.
You gotta somehow paste the text in
Description.
there.
Yeah, it's really long. All right, so
Okay. Blocks line of
So-
sight, but creatures and objects can pass through it. Emits a bright light out of 120 feet. Jesus Christ. Each creature in its area makes a con save or take 48 radiant and be blinded. So where do you want this wall to appear?
I gotta figure out like how close to the wall its affects. If it's just one side or both. Let's see. Basically, I want to position the wall so that it hits the guy below me, the priest, and the other guy below me, but not hit me. So diagonally across the wall.
Like, okay, so
Almost toward where
are you
the-
at? Yeah, I wonder if there's a way you can draw that line. How thick is it?
3
it
C's.
is 5 feet thick.
Okay, so it's
Um,
just one.
Any rotation horizontally, vertically, diagonally, it could be free floating. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't see a way to draw a line that doesn't hit you, but also
Mhm.
hits all of them. I don't think it's thick enough to hit all 3 targets.
Okay, so I will.
Yeah, like you could do this, but this guy's not going to get hit by it.
Does it bounce off of mirrors or anything like that?
I don't think so. No, it's just like a straight line.
Yeah, I think I'd want to at least hit those 2 if I can draw it that way, where it hits both
Yeah,
of them.
you can move first. You'll just get an attack of opportunity from this guy.
Yeah, I'd move over just a little bit, and then
Okay. So here's that attack of opportunity. It's a miss.
misses.
Fine.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, now you can move, and then you can conjure the wall, and you can get it to hit these 2 for sure. The one above you and.
Okay, so they both have to make a Constitution saving throw, and if they
Fail.
All right, and then how much damage is it?
it's 23 radiant.
23. All right, so this ghost gone, no problem. This guy up here. Let's roll save for him. Okay, I got a crit, so I got it. 21.
Okay, so he'll take half of that. So
Okay. Got it. Okay, and then let's make that Constitution save. I have advantage on this save. This is the maintaining the spell. I got a 17,
You
so it's
passed.
okay.
Yep.
Spell's still good. Cool.
And then the
okay.
and then the other ghost will make the save as well.
This one here.
The Velimir one, if he hasn't already.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, this fucking guy. Okay, he's so buried
Flame
under
of
there, I can't even
Lane.
see him. All right, let me roll for him. It's interesting that it's a Constitution save. Let's
It's weird.
here. No advantage or anything on this one. So takes the 23.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool.
And then
there's
I
this,
will use
horrific
my
wall of glowing energy.
super bright light, and then I will use my bonus action to bop him with spiritual weapon.
How long is this thing of fire?
It's up to 100 feet, so it'll just go across the room.
Yeah, I figure we just put it like there. That's from one corner to the other.
Okay.
All right. And then the spiritual weapon against the Velimir ghost.
Yeah, so 14 is probably
14 is a miss. Yeah. Okay. And then where? Yeah, I was gonna say, where are you? You're there. Let's do that so I can see you. Okay. Great. So how often is this triggered? So if you end your turn, or when it's conjured, right?
Yeah, ends turn.
Oh yeah, and they're blind, right, for a turn.
If they fail, they're blind. If they succeed, they're not.
Okay, so who got the save? Which one was that?
It was Velimir.
I think it was the first one. Yeah, I think it's Baron is not blind. I'll put a little blind icon on this guy. And it lasts, the blindness lasts till the end. Oh, it makes that Constitution save. Okay. All right. Well, he will stumble out of the laser wall. He'll stagger, come around the side. He'll attack you at disadvantage. And then hopefully we'll be able to get rid of the thing. So disadvantage. We got
14.
14.
Yes.
Second attack with disadvantage.
Nice.
11. Okay, so he's just flailing blindly at you to no effect. And then another save. This is a con save, right?
Yep.
Okay. Still blind. Okay.
Everything's coming up
All
right.
right. And then the other one, he's gonna get the hell out of there, out of that fire. And let's see what kind of spells he got.
It blocks line of sight, so we'll have to move on the other side if he wants to attack.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because he was here, so we'll make him. There, fire. Yeah, we'll just make him come this way. All right.
Oh, it's like chess. You already moved him there. You can't. Nope.
I didn't roll anything.
Card laid is a card played, Grandpa.
All right. You want to play this game that way? Because
No one
promise it will go
says
better
that.
for me than
I've
it will
never
for
heard
you.
that saying.
Yeah, people say that. They're usually really old and they're grandparents.
Never heard it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just sorry. I was just checking to see how restoration affects this kind of thing, but because basically he doesn't want his friend to be blind anymore, and I just want to see if there's a way for me to fix that. Yeah, it works. Okay, lesser restoration gets rid of blindness. Okay, so that's what he's gonna do. He's going to unblind this nerd, provided he can do it at range. No, he's got to come touch him. All right, fine. Let's see if we can get there. Excuse me a moment. Wall of fire. He's here. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Okay, so he's going to use his turn. He comes over. He casts Restoration on Velimir, and the Velimir ghost can now see again. And that is his turn. All right, Berg. No one seems to want to listen to you while you flail around in heaven shouting for help. Do you want to try a different tactic or start attacking people?
Weeping.
Yeah, okay. It's just sobbing. Make a make a performance check for me.
All right.
Okay, 14. All right. So here's what we see. We see you kind of like pull yourself away from the main like thoroughfare, lean up against a wall, and just like start sobbing. And you know your eyes are all full of tears. You can't really see anything. And then you hear a like metallic like clanking sound, and you look down, and someone has thrown a handful of small gold coins like in front of you, and then walked by. Like you look up and you don't see who it was, but you got like, here, roll a d6.
Fuck yeah, dude. I got heavenly coin. Nope. Whoop.
Okay, cool. One coin. I guess it's probably like a single coin, and then whatever other pocket debris got caught up. So like a little bit of
you
prayer
told me I got
wax
some-
and
Yeah. Some
Yeah,
lint.
you got
some heavenly lint.
God pocket trash. So yeah, some heavenly lint, a couple of pieces of like a candy wrapper, and there's a coin in there somewhere. Yep.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Ramus of the incendiary wall. It is your turn. What do you
Okay.
want to do?
I'm going to move the spiritual weapon next to the priest and bop him.
Okay. Nice. All right.
Let's see. So I'm going to use my lucky to re-roll that.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
That's a good call. It's a good call.
Okay.
There you go. That's a hit.
7 force damage on the priest.
Okay,
Make
I'll
a
roll.
con save.
Roll that con. Yep. I'm fine. Got 21.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my action to shrink the wall by 10 feet and then fire a beam
Okay.
of radiance at the priest again.
So the wall gets smaller and just shoots lasers as it gets smaller.
Yeah. Every time you fire from it,
Weird
shrinks 10
spell.
feet. Yeah, it's weird.
Make an enormous wall and then it just shrinks and shoots lasers out of it. All right,
That's
disco wall. And who are you shooting at?
Let's go.
At the priest.
Okay. Oh, and the beams do the blindness thing too, hey? Okay.
Actually, the beam
Alright.
that shouldn't be there. It's
Oh, I see. So the beam doesn't
Yeah.
cause it's just the wall itself. Okay. All right. And
Yeah,
it's a con save. Here we go. I got an 11. So 21 radiant damage to the priest as well. Okay.
Heck yeah, dude.
okay.
Cool. All
And
right.
that's it.
So now, two stabs for you.
Okay, first one will have disadvantage because I'll flash him.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right. Disadvantage on this one. 15. Good. And then second attack. And yeah, I owe you one more Constitution save from the other guy. Okay, so you get hit
Oh, fuck.
for 29 necrotic.
Okay, I'll make my con save.
Okay.
22.
All right, cool. And then yeah, let me make one for this guy. This is maintaining the banishment. I got 19.
Oh, he's got advantage.
He's got
Warcaster or
Warcast or whatever it is. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. All right. And then so the priest is going to. He's standing right there. He's gonna just attack you. He just lunges out with his hand. I grab you, Ramus. I get a 22, 21,
Yep.
21. So that's another 14 necrotic. And then I need two Constitution saves. One for the wall and then one for the effect, the normal effect of the thing. Okay. So wall is fine. And then the touch. How much did you deal? 14 necrotic. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Let's.
Wait, he has advantage on
continue.
that second one, right? From Warcaster.
Which one?
On this one that he rolled in 11.
You know that
16.
the first one was the
concentration.
first one was the concentration.
Oh,
The
okay,
second one
okay.
was the so he's fine on that on the keeping the wall going one.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Berg, you want to just continue sad busking in heaven?
I mean, they can't understand me. I'm sounding like a drunk idiot.
You could try to sound like less of a drunkard. You could try to like sober up if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to try to fight the effects, I guess.
Okay. All right. Yeah. How do you do that?
But nobody's gonna listen to me anyways, because I'm just some random fucking piece of trash on heavenly streets.
I mean, you do have like Emperor Faye's personal belt and hammer. So you know,
Pick up the
you're-
coin and just fucking throw it at someone really hard.
Yeah, you could
'cause
just fly into a
that'll
rage and
make
start
them help me.
attacking people if you wanted.
Yeah. Or pick up a
That'll be a
rock.
good
or
way to get
something.
you kicked out of
Is
heaven.
he smaller than everyone else by a large margin?
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Everyone here is like at least 4 or 5 feet taller than you, at least. And they're very small. Everyone
Fuck it,
else is
man.
like giant. Yeah.
I'd
everything's
pick up
scaled
like a
way up
giant
here.
rock and just chunk it at something.
Does my rage continue in there? Like I was gonna say, if
It doesn't
if
go
my
out,
rage is
yeah.
continuing.
Yes, yeah, it doesn't
Then-
go away. Like all your abilities are still
Shouldn't
they are
that
what they are.
make them see a little bit of crackly stuff
No,
around me?
Not really. If you wanted to like use an ability that like shows off a bunch of radiant energy or something, maybe, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, normally would be the it's lit, but that's already lit. They should see me with a heavenly glow.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make a scene, if you want to get up and wave the hammer around and try to be like, I'm the hammer of heaven, you can.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
the
what I'm gonna do.
hammer of
Try
heaven.
Well, this is the thing is that Berg is, because of the scale of this place, Berg is like gnome sized. Like
Yeah.
Berg is equivalently like about 3 feet tall.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You just go push over a fucking temple, man. You just let them know you're not fucking around.
Throw your hammer into the street, hit a car,
Yeah.
right, well,
grab
how
a
big
random
is one
god,
of
start
these?
punching them.
How big is one of these little heavenly taxis?
For you, they're like the size of a small ship, right? Like probably outside your ability to lift. They're like boats. Like,
Yeah, that's exactly.
just jumping up and down.
Why is
Yeah.
nobody listening? Oh, wait, no.
Why is nobody listening to me?
I love Tiny Berg. Tiny Berg's the best. Yeah. So you're a chihuahua to these people. What are you gonna do? You gonna bite one?
All right, Max. Look, let's enact the Ant-Man Thanos plan. Go up someone's ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, here, let me get rid of this fucking ridiculousness.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try to make a scene and just show like the hammer and exude some strength. If that's like smacking, something, a taxi or something like that, just something that'll display, get people to look at me and pay attention to me.
You do speak
Anything's better
Celestial.
than just crying by myself.
Thanks to the roleplay extension, I can look at your character sheet and see that you speak Celestial.
That is true.
Yeah, they can understand you, or they will be able to. It's just they have no reason to pay attention to you. They just think you're like someone's lost pet.
That's true.
So you want to wave the hammer around, hit some stuff, and like get someone's attention. Okay. Make a performance check. Let's see how your temper tantrum does. I'll
All
give you
this build
advantage
up.
because it's like a rage performance. But yeah, go ahead and roll performance with advantage.
Okay.
Crit this shit. Nice.
Ooh.
The
Nice.
crit.
Look at that
One
negative
and
one,
a
though. That was
20.
nice.
The crit.
Could you imagine?
-1 and an 18, which is the worst and best you could do. Perfect. So you have advantage. So you like make a bunch of noise and wave the hammer around, and we see the glow, and obviously it does that comedic like cut for effect thing where it's like close up, Berg looks really impressive and scary, and then we get the like wider shot where you're much smaller than we thought and like flailing around, much
Yeah.
more high pitched.
I'm imagining like
Um,
Goku going Super Saiyan, but then zoomed out by like 100 times. It's just a little
Yeah.
thing yelling.
So you do that, and yeah, people like notice. They were trying to avoid you or ignore you before, but now people are like giving you a wide berth. Like, oh, something's going on. Like, go and fetch someone. Like, get someone to deal with this. So you are effectively making a scene. We'll see who comes to investigate.
Somebody's gonna come by and just go, zap. I'm just dead.
All right. So there is
Or they
one of these little,
sweep me into
these
a
little
bin.
ghosts left.
Get out of here.
Go on. Get out of here. Go back to reality. Okay. So this little wimpy ghost will attack you, Ramus. Here it comes. I got a 18.
18.
So it misses.
It misses.
Tried so hard. Okay. All right, Ramus. It is your turn. You're
Get rid of
literally
them.
surrounded by ghosts.
I'm going to have to heal since they hit me with that again. I will just be dead.
Yeah. Fair
I'm
enough.
going to cast heal on myself.
Holy
For
shit.
70.
Holy shit.
What the fuck? You've
Big
been
money.
holding out on us, Ramus.
You've been,
Yeah.
what the?
It's a 6 level spell. I only have one of them.
What the hell? Good.
That's right.
God.
6th level spells are reserved for Ramus Krail.
Yeah.
Berg's looking from heaven. Are you serious?
I love Tiny Berg. All right, cool. So you're gonna heal with your action. You want to do anything with your bonus action? I guess probably swing the hammer around.
Yeah, bop him and try to break his concentration, but with
Yeah, do it.
Warcaster, it's really hard. 18
Okay, 18's hit. Yeah, absolutely.
or 12 force damage.
Okay,
Bop 'em.
let me roll.
Wait, does heal just do 70 flat damage? Or flat
Yeah,
heal?
semi-fly health.
Well, that's a 4. That's an 11.
Ooh, a
Failed.
4. All right. So Berg, here's the thing. You're in heaven. You're like, hey, pay attention to me. I'm important. And you look down the street and you see essentially the cops of heaven. You see the two of these celestial like lion dogs, and you look and you see a very scared looking, what looks like a woman, a buxom human woman from the neck down, dressed like a dancing girl in a tavern, but then she has the head of a bunny. And she's talking to these two, and like literally like not like cute bunny ears, but like the long kind of scary face of like a hare. And she's talking to these lines, and she turns and points, but there's nothing there. She turns back and she puts her hands up like, and they just gonna shake their head because Berg, in the middle of your temper tantrum, you return back to the scene, whoop, pop back into reality.
Please help me. I'm the hammer of heaven, I swear.
So let's see. Remains there to the spin. It reappears in the space it left or the nearest unoccupied space. If it's occupied, you're native. Blah, 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 banish the faint popping noise. Okay, no. So you're good. So you appear, hop right back there. And Ramus, I believe that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
So, welcome back, Berg. Let's see if I can stab you to death. So first attack with advantage.
Yeah.
I got a 21.
Mhm.
You take 21 necrotic, which is to say any amount of necrotic damage.
Takes me down. Then what's the next thing that
So the
comes into
next
play?
one, the next one is a
Need a-
DC, I think 10 con save. I think is
That's
this
correct.
one. Yeah, cool. Welcome back.
Ah.
Down you go.
Don't you have a
So-
reroll thing you can do?
Yeah,
Yes, you can
I do.
re-roll this
I do.
saving throw because you are raging and you haven't used that
Yep,
ability yet.
Whew,
Oh,
better.
man. There you go. Okay. All right. So you've made the DC 10 save. You are not dead. He makes a second attack on you. And I get a 20 this time.
Yeah.
So you take an amount. Doesn't matter. Make a DC 15 con save this time. Okay. All right. So your next one will be 20. That is his turn. And I think now that Berg is back, the ghosts both look at each other, and they nod, like as if there's, again, they can communicate without words, right? So they look at each other and they both nod and then disappear. They vanish.
What you didn't hear was Ghost Velimir going,
Listen, it's time. It's time for me to do the thing that I always do. I leave, okay? You will come with me. I'm slightly Hispanic now. I don't know why.
Weird. So yeah, the two of them just vanish. They disappear. This third ghost unravels and blows away. And now you are Berg. You are back in the library. Sans ghosts, but there's an enormous, horrific wall of light that is blinding you with its radiant power.
Remus. Fuck that.
The hell were you?
I was in heaven again.
he like lets the, I guess, rage subside.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Once I'm sure the ghosts are like gone, like I'll dismiss
Yeah.
the wall. Yeah, if they're not there anymore.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Well, they look like ghosts, but they should have. They just ignored my spell to turn them. I'm so confused.
Those weren't normal ghosts. Something different. Little. What are you doing here?
Says to
So here's the
Third
thing.
ghost.
This ghost, you can't see him, right? We see him. I'm putting him here because I'm gonna say this to the audience that is watching. So Berg and Ramus can't see this creepy old man like skulking up behind Berg. Noticing that Berg is in a weakened state.
oh,
we
you
see
little
him-
fucking piece of shit.
We see
Man,
him
I just
skulk
dropped my
up
rage.
behind Berg, yet waiting for an opportunity. Max, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh boy. Nice.
All right, so here's the thing. You are now possessed by the ghost of a horny old farmer. Berg's consciousness, the
Joker laugh.
Berg that we know, has been compacted down and pressed somewhere into the back of your brain, imprisoned in his own mind. So until you're able to be exercised, you have new goals. So Berg in body, creepy old man in spirit and mind. Your goals are to not get found out, right? So don't let anyone find out you're possessing this body. And then also to I don't know, just like be a horny old man who is suddenly in like a huge ripped body. Like, just get out there and just have a great time. Honestly, like just live it up, live up your dreams. So neither, I mean, maybe Ramus, you notice Berg like blink hard a couple of times or like wobble a little bit.
Yeah.
But the actual effects of the possessing are not evident to anybody.
Yeah, which wouldn't be too suspect too, because fucking exhausted as shit.
Yeah, right. You just
Went
came
through a
back
whole
from
big
another
ordeal.
dimension and
Does Berg have to make like lying checks every time he lies to Ramus? If Ramus forces an insight check, or like how is this
I
gonna
don't
be
think
handled?
you can usually it's hard to use like insight to figure out that somebody is possessed, right?
Right, but I'm saying to
Because
see
there's
if
no
he's
reason
lying.
to believe it, but
Yeah, like I'm saying, if granted the scene hasn't occurred yet, so I'll just wait for that to occur. Then
yeah, that's cool. All right. What's
Wow.
great about possession is that it normally ends if the body drops to 0 hit points, but you basically can't drop to 0 hit points. There's other ways to do it, but you're a great choice for a weird old man to be a possessing. Oh yeah. Also, you're for now for playing your character, you're way smarter than Berg. Your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. You use the ghost version, so you have now 10 intelligence,
Nice.
12 wisdom, and 17 charisma.
holy shit!
He's a charismatic old goof. So those are your new mental stats. You're suddenly smarter, more charismatic, and wiser. But that's
Very
because you're a weird old
charismatic.
man and not Berg.
10 intelligence. Say it again. 10 intelligence. What?
10 intelligence, 12 wisdom, and 17 charisma temporarily.
Part of me really wants this to just go till we hit level 20. That like Berg just died in this episode, and he got taken over by a pervy old ghost. And no one figured it out.
theoretically, yeah. If nobody figures it out and nobody casts a spell or performs an exorcism, the weird Berg old man hybrid is actually slightly better than Berg because
great.
it uses its intelligence, wisdom, and charisma and is immune to being charmed and frightened.
That's awesome.
However, Berg loses all of his class features and proficiencies. He's not a barbarian anymore. So if you get in a fight, there's that whole thing. But for now, so you're
And
you're
Adam,
possessed.
you're forgetting the best part. Max, you never have to write a goal ever again.
It's true. I can write them for you as a creepy old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe on the break I'll give you some actual goals. I'll write like creepy old man goals for you, and I'll send them to you, and you can use those to get experience.
Yeah. Goal number 2, fuck everyone.
Yeah, right. Hit on anybody.
Hit on anyone. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, you got to know this old man has a list of people in camp he's already hit on and who turned him down, right? But now he's like, oh, what do you think? I got this sexy new body. Come on over here and touch it.
Yep.
Like, you wouldn't
Max
say
is now
no to
playing
hot
a
bird,
dating
would you?
simulator. Yeah. He's playing a different D&D than we.
Should be fun.
Yep. So there you go. So maybe that's where we leave off. Maybe we'll break there, and when we come back, we'll have Maharib come back. And I know that you had some unfinished downtime to do, so
Right.
we'll take care of that when we get back.
Cool. Sounds good. That's it for part 1. We'll be back with more Court of Swords right after this. We will see you guys in just about 5 minutes. We'll see you then.